All right, folks, how you doing? WrestleTrueResults303.com. Check out the website. Link in the description box. Mind, body, spirit, fitness, putting the healing back in health. Coming at you today with a video on selecting your spouse, right? Finding your husband or wife. This is a difficult thing nowadays. It's divorce rates at 50%. We're getting divorced. I made a video on it of kind of like Christianity type thing. If you're new to the channel, there's a lot of spirituality on it. A lot of it's geared towards Christianity. Don't shy away from it. I hope you embrace those videos and take what you can, throw away the rest. But something I said about Christians, it's like, why would anybody want to be a Christian? They say 50% of Christians are getting divorced as well, just like the regular world. So how can we overcome this? What do we do to select the right person for us? And of course, we all know it's going to be communication and honesty, right? So I bought a couple Catholic talks, and they said it was what I heard on it was back in the day, back in our grandparents' time, dating was you went on one or two dates with the person, and then you skipped off and you went to the next person. And you went on one or two dates with that person, and then you skipped off and you went to the next person. You didn't date for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And of course, again, this was before the big sexual revolution. So you weren't having sex with these people. You just chatted with the one person. Hey, it's nice to meet you. I'm on to the next one. Hey, it's nice to meet you. On to the next one. And that might be where kind of maybe that's that concept of the guy always pays because you only got one or two dates anyways, right? So, um, but it was you sat with them, you talked with them, you got to know them a little bit, and then you went on to the next one, and maybe they had deeper conversations, like deep conversations about life, not these whatever we do nowadays. But here's how the conversation should go: truth and honesty. And I think it's a difficult thing nowadays because we hear this right off the bat as this younger generation, even younger than me. I'm 33. So into that younger generation, you think this person's crazy. But what is crazy talking about what you want? In my opinion, date one, right? That's what they say. This needs to be, hey, this is the checklist. This is the exam. This is what I need. Can you provide it? Not in the sense of I want a sugar daddy, I want a sugar mama. Hey, don't get me wrong, I would love a sugar mama. And I bring it up jokingly to women all the time when I talk to them. But this is how many kids do you want? Okay. What religion are you? For me, Catholic. Are you going to be Catholic? Do you want to convert to Catholicism? Are we going to raise our children Catholic? For me, if I have a son, I want to name him Russell Werner the Third. I'm the second, right? If I have a daughter, she has to have the name Treasure in her name. First name, middle name, something like that. My grandmother was named Treasure. That's why I got the treasure chest tattoo. For those of you who have ever wondered, my grandmother was named Treasure. So, those types of things. And then the next thing is, what are your goals in life? What do you want to do? This is what I told someone the other day, and they thought it was like one of the greatest answers ever of what I want in a wife. And it was, I want a wife that I can tell anything to. My fears, my angers, my frustrations. And then I want a wife where I can tell her my goals. This is what I want in life. Boom, 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 boom. A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you see me slacking, I don't want you to let me sit on the couch and watch TV. I want you to be like, hey, right now I'm trying to write an ebook. Hey, I thought you had to write your ebook. Get off the couch and go write your ebook. Hey, you been to the gym lately? Go to the gym. Not because I'm getting fat, not because she knows that's what my life kind of revolves around. And then she wants to push me to achieve those goals, right? Same thing like that. And then this significant other, you want to start your own business. Hey, you're supposed to be writing your book for your thing, to sell, right? You're supposed to be making your YouTube videos for your followers, right? Do you got your tweets set up tonight? Have you set your tweets out? I just got off of work. I just want to relax. Well, I don't care. That's your goal isn't relaxing. You didn't tell me that when we got together. When we got together and we were gonna get married, you said your goals were exercise. Da, 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 da. You're not doing them. Go do them. Hey, I've seen we've been stopping and eating out too much. You need to start cooking again. I need to start cooking. What do we need to do to get this thing and get us back on track? Because it's about us, right? You're supposed to marry someone that's going to make you a better person, and not in the sense of they're going to give you all these things, right? They know your goals, they know your dreams, and they want to help you succeed in achieving them, right? And then the next thing is she needs to be, that outer view, because they always say someone else knows you better than you know yourself. The people around you know you better than you know yourself because you're ego driven. You got your own point of view of what needs to happen, but the outside person can observe. Right? And they just look like, all right, he is changing a little bit, or he's doing this. So when they see me in the book, in the computer, typing too much, making too many YouTube videos, or at the gym too much, and they see me engulfing myself in one area of life, they're like, hey, step back. You're missing the rest of the point of life, or the family's here. Hey, you need to come take care of the child. You need to take care of me. I need my desires met, your romantic desires, step away from it. You've got writer's block. Yes, I understand. And that's because you're there every day sitting in front of that computer, right? But you can't, you're not making progress because you're there too much. Step out. We all know that the greatest ideas come to you when you are no longer focused on the problem, right? That's another reason why I say it's always better to help others, because when you get in your own funk and you can't get out of that hole that you're in, you know, go help someone else in their problem. And while you're helping and you're working, since you're not so focused on it, it pops into your head. Right? It's the same thing when you're talking to someone, you forget a word. You're like, it's right there. Just can't remember. Right there. It's just there. I can't remember that. And then a day goes by, and you're like, there it is. Right? Because it was out of sight, out of mind. You weren't even thinking about it. So of course it's going to come to you. So, you need that wife or husband, whichever area, if you're male or female, that's going to push you, or that you can express all your goals, your feelings, everything to. They're going to push you to do it. And then they're also going to realize that you're becoming too, one-minded, focused just on one thing, and they're going to bring you back out of it and push you to remember the big plan, not just focus on the one thing. That's what I think everybody should be looking for. Instead we're sitting there and we're just hooking up with people, this and that, trying to have fun. Nah, don't worry about it. I have a video on emotional cheating, right? And that's what it comes down to. Then you're involved in all these freaking situations and everything's all messed up, and you're married to the person of your dreams, but all you can think about is how the last person screwed you up, or something like that. Don't get too caught up in this. Hey, I need to chill with this dude for 1 month, 2 months. No, it's like, hey, this is what I want. Can you provide it? And hopefully you're around a person that is going to be honest enough to say, hey, that's not what I want. Right? They're going to be able to look past the beauty of you. You're going to be able to look past the beauty or whatever it is that attracts you to this person and say, hey, we don't have the same goals in mind. And like I'm saying, it's not, for me, I don't care if my wife works out. She doesn't have to work out. That's not me, but that's me. She's got to understand that's a part of me, and I'm going to be at the gym 3-4 times a week. And that means during that time, I'm not going to be hanging out with you because I'm at the gym. She doesn't have to go to the gym. I could care less. And I think at any point in a person's life, they're always going to want to work out eventually because they're going to be unhappy with their body. So eventually, she will come to the gym with me, and she will work out with me for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year for the rest of our lives. If she does, that's even better. But if not, I'm not worried about that. Can you support me in the dreams that I have set for myself? Can I support you in the dreams you have set for yourself? And can we get this done? And can we tackle the world together? And that's what we need to be able to express to the person. So don't feel crazy that it's date one and you got your checklist going. Roll up in there with your checklist, in my opinion. If they can't handle it, bounce. Like I tell everybody, I got way more problems and I'm way more messed up than I want this many kids, and this is what I want to do with my life. Once you get to know me, you'll be like, man, this was crazy. But you'll be able to say, I can respect his vision. I can respect the dreams that he has set for himself, and he respects mine, and we're going to help each other accomplish these things. And that's all that really matters. And in my opinion, I don't think soulmates even really exist. I'm starting to think nowadays, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to make a video on it. That's food for thought. We all grow and change as we get older. And by the end of this year, I might think about it. But it's food for thought. It's going to get you guys going in the right direction. All right. So I hope that helps. Subscribe to the channel. Share and like these videos.